Academic religious Brazilian.
Why don't you do the value addition? Because we are stuck with raw materials. And moreover, we cannot expand raw materials unless we can do value addition. So we have hit the peak with raw materials. So we are very, if I'm not happy with the financial amount, I will be irritant. Until it changes. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will personally sit and read it. Cause a discussion at STI so that we can input. Because we have certain needs for human capital, critical needs for human capital. And if you could do that, develop that human capital with this program, it will really serve the nation very well.
Later we shall come and continue with the program. Thank you. PJ is ready to have the official photograph taken. The Dean should join the delegation. Deputy Vice Chancellor.
Our collaborators from Chongqing University for taking this step forward towards a bigger vision of transforming our people within this community. We envision a world-class facility. We are not looking at classrooms. Perhaps you have come with that vision of classrooms or buildings are not in a good state. For us, we are seeing a big world-class pharmaceutical institute here. As a dean, let me make a call to our collaborators and to our minister who need a lot of support to achieve our dream. My goal today was to invite the CEO of the university, and I'll do exactly that. Allow me to invite our Vice Chancellor, Professor Paul Wako, to address you. I thank you.
Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Office of the President, the Chancellor, Busitema University, the Vice President, Chongqing Medical and Pharmaceutical College from China, the representative of the chairperson of Busitema University Council, members of top management, the chairman, LC5, warmly welcome, local council and religious leaders, Busitema University staff, students, local community, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to Kabwangasi campus, which is under the Faculty of Health Sciences of Busitema University. In a special way, I welcome the Chinese delegation, which which has traveled thousands of miles to join us today. It is exactly 8 months since I led a delegation to Chongqing University in China, which comprised of people from Busitema University and the Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat Office of the President. Allow me to take this opportunity to thank the Chinese delegation for the warm welcome we received when we arrived in China, the fruitful discussions we had, the good accommodation we enjoyed, and the delicious meals that you provided us at Chongqing City. Those issues culminated in signing of a memorandum of understanding which will guide the operationalization of the China-Uganda Pharmaceutical Workshop. We're extremely grateful that today you've made a return visit to launch this collaboration in Uganda, and this will culminate in establishing state-of-the-art training center for pharmaceutical sciences and technology in sub-Saharan Africa. Allow me extend our appreciation to the government of the People's Republic of China for facilitating this collaboration and allowing you to come and visit Uganda today. We hope that you will enjoy your stay in Uganda. The Ministry of Education and Sports, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Uganda, in January handed over Kabwanga's campus to Busitema University during the repurposing exercise of primary teachers college in the country. We are extremely grateful to the government for this gesture, and we are committed to repurpose this campus into a pharmaceutical science and technology institute alongside the education programs that will be running. We extend our appreciation to the Church of Uganda and the Bishop of Bukedi Diocese for facilitating the transition from primary teachers college to the university. The chairman, LC5, and all the local government leaders in this community and members of the Butebo community, you have contributed immensely to this transition process. Today, we have hosted the National Council for Higher Education and the Pharmaceutical Council for a verification exercise to verify the documents for the Bachelor of Pharmacy program, which we have applied to start this academic year. This visit will help us, once accredited, to start the first pharmaceutical programs, that is the Bachelor of Pharmacy degree training programs at this campus. The Bachelor of Pharmacy is going to be the first program to be launched at Kabwangasi. And the university shall be introducing more training programs as we move along. Of course, we remain committed to keeping the education programs here, and therefore, the Faculty of Science and Education will keep a training center here to enable teachers with diplomas upgrade to degree as per the teacher policy. Allow me to thank the Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat, the government of Uganda, and His Excellency the President for the support he has continued to give to Busitema University, and also supporting this transition of the former Kabwanga's Primary Teachers College to a university campus. We shall continue as Busitema University management to aim high and make Kabwangasi the leading center of excellence in pharmaceutical training in the country. Allow me take this opportunity to warmly welcome my old friend Professor Gilbert Masabisa.
工匠形象为依托，以国家现代职业教育改革示范区建设成果为总体支撑，在境外创建的实施学历教育和技术技能培训的合作机构。
Luban Workshop is the overseas cooperation institution for the implementation of the academic education and the technical training based on the image of Luban's great country craftsmen and the overall support of the construction result of the National Modern Vocational Education Reform and Innovation Zone.
鲁班工坊将为我国优秀的职业教育和职业文化与世界分享，搭建起我国职业教育和世界沟通的桥梁。
And Luban Workshop is aimed at sharing China excellent vocational technology and the vocational culture with the world, and build a bridge between China vocational education and the world.
2018年在北京召开的中非合作论坛提出，在非洲设立10个鲁班工坊，向非洲青年提供职业技能培训。
And in 2018, we hold the Beijing Summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. Cooperation is held. And also, I want to say again, I love Uganda view, the view. I love Uganda food. I love Uganda people. I love you everything.
希望我们两校的友谊长存。
So we hope our friendship, Chongqing Medical and Pharmaceutical College and Busitema University, we will have a long-time relationship, friendship.
今天我感受到了大家非常热情的期盼。
So today I can feel your expectation of on our program.
最后热情的邀请大家到中国访问，到重庆访问，到我们学校交流访问学习。
And at last, I sincerely welcome all of you to visit China, to visit Chongqing City, and to visit Chongqing Medical and Pharmaceutical College.
重庆位于中国的西部，是一座非常美丽的城市。
And Chongqing is located in the west of China. It's a very beautiful city. We have a lot of beautiful girl and handsome boy just like you.
到重庆，我请大家吃火锅。
Okay, if you go to Chongqing, we will give you a warm reception to share the hot pot with you.
谢谢各位，谢谢大家。
Thank you so much. Thank you.
也是谢谢。
Given the opportunity by the Almighty God to allow this place to transform into a scientific environment. It is from that note that I would like to thank the leadership of Busitema University. They took trouble from the time we were struggling to see what this institute would be turned into. They took trouble to come here and have meetings with us. Like this beautiful lady put it in her song. Oh, unfortunately, she has gone away. Like she put it, we had several meetings. I thank you, sir, the leader of Busitema University, for having honored our request. I would like on a special note to thank His Excellency, the President of this country, He's a listener. And that is the trick he has used to win us always. We requested that this place be transformed into a public university from a primary teachers college producing grade 3 teachers. It was a little bit challenging, but honestly he listened and he has answered our call. Mama Minister, I'm requesting, I am not strong enough to send you, but since I am here representing the Member of Parliament, I now feel I have the capacity to say, as you get back to meet our father, the only father. By the way, this gentleman has been the first Ugandan president. If I want to use those words, if you want me to explain, sometime we shall meet and I will explain to you. Send our sincere gratitude to him and assure him that 2026, through hook or crook, he must be put in the chair. Awatali kwekwasa kwasa nsonga yona. Madam Minister and our delegation from China, allow me introduce to you the members of Butebo district.
Pharmaceutical scientists in Uganda and the East African community. And here again, we are not just talking about training students in pharmacy. No, we are talking about pharmaceutical sciences. This center is one of several outputs from the collaboration between Busitema University and Chongqing Medical and Pharmaceutical College, China. We are therefore extremely grateful to the government of Uganda for the support Busitema University has constantly received through the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. And this is what facilitated us to send our scientists to China. At this point, let me also congratulate you, Honorable Minister, for your reappointment to serve in the cabinet. It was not easy. It's not easy. Some were dropped, but you were sustained. And you've been there for a short while, but you have had impact in influencing the direction of science in the country.
Thank you.
I certainly know that the journey you have embarked on is not an easy one, because we have interacted together before she became a minister. But you are on the right trajectory. This launch marks the beginning of a deep relationship between the two institutions, for which we are very grateful. You know, China has this program called the Belt and Road Initiative, which is well known and is having a lot of impact in Africa especially, and we are very grateful for that. Particularly, this workshop is going to significantly contribute to human capital and infrastructure growth in the field of pharmaceutical sciences in Uganda. And so, positioning it in a rural area is even more interesting, because this will accelerate the sustainable utilization of our rich medicinal biodiversity, as well as stimulate manufacturing of pharmaceutical products to support the growth of the pharmaceutical industry in this country. The President of Uganda is passionate about sustainable use of our rich natural resources, particularly medicinal products, to promote local manufacturing and import substitution. You know, the country needs to build this into a critical mass. You will be surprised that in Uganda we have more Chinese products than Ugandan products in Uganda. So, you are coming here to work with us is going to be transformative. This pharmaceutical campus will greatly impact the livelihoods of our people in the region, as well as spur socio-economic transformation by creating thousands of jobs for the people in this region, and not Butebo per se, but Eastern region. I therefore call upon all stakeholders, the university fraternity, the partners, central government, local government, citizens, to embrace this golden opportunity to nurture this promising and lucrative venture that is at its infancy stage in Uganda. The Honorable Minister was remarking that I'm Chancellor for Busitema, but I was handed pretty dilapidated infrastructure places. But Busitema University is unique. We have several campuses. Now it's coming to 7, including Kabwangasi. And each campus offers different courses. There is no other university in Uganda that does that. Not at all. Honorable Minister for Education, and it's appreciated by His Excellency the President. To our partners from China, I thank you for accepting to collaborate with Busitema University. China is the global leader when it comes to advancement of traditional and complementary medicine, and actually there are many Chinese products, as I said, here in the country. So, we welcome you to collaborate with us, and we expect a lot from this institution which is going to be established here. Lastly, Uganda's new education curriculum has emphasized that Chinese language should also be adopted as one of the 5 global languages to be taught to our children. I therefore request that you make a provision in the program of collaboration to also teach our students a bit of Chinese, because that's important for ease of communication.
We have 5 areas, but I will mention only one. I introduced our guests earlier, our term, pathogen economy. Pathogen economy. So we are building pharmaceutical. We are building industry out of pharmaceutical knowledge. Before, we were just learning how to distribute medicine. Here, pharmacy was just distributing medicine, which is made elsewhere. We are now building the industry in the country. And at this point, let me introduce to you the one we call Mama Pathogen. You come forward so that people will see you. Whom should they go to? She's called Brenda. She's called Brenda Nakazibwe. She's the one who leads this section at the ministry. She's the focal person. She can literally solve all your problems, medicines. So if you need our guests, even after you leave, make sure you have her contact. She has a very direct link to me. She can find me anytime. You can. So in this area, for us to build these new things, We have defined 5 pillars that we must have. The first one is infrastructure. You cannot develop industry without infrastructure, without laboratories, without buildings. You cannot develop. There was a tour on the program, but we didn't go for it. I want to see what labs we have. No, if they are not there, then we look for them. Yeah. The second one is human capital, the people. If you don't have people who understand, who have skill and knowledge what to do, they will even abuse what is good for them. So, we need to develop the people with a different thinking. Because, as I said previously, we were just developing people, just distribute medicines made elsewhere. Now we need people who understand how do you come up with ideas for medicine. How do you convert those ideas into actual medicine? How do you produce the medicine? How do you sell medicine made from here? Because we were good at selling medicine made from elsewhere, we don't know how to sell medicine made from here. So we have, the third one is investment, having the money to build those things. And we are working on the policies which are friendly, which encourage investors and partners. And we are also working on the rest of the systems like standards, approvals, to make sure that whatever we produce can be sold to build the economy. The program that our guests have articulated fits so well in the aspirations of our nation and in the work and the strategy of science, technology, and innovation. I think God must have told you to come now. So thank you so much for the program that you articulated here. We will support it. We will keep you on your toes. We'll be moving really fast. Science, technology, and innovation, we work quite fast. So we will be moving, and you shouldn't worry about government support. That one, Busitema knows. I want to welcome the program as the minister. You are giving me an achievement on my report and putting a brick on my next kisanja. I also welcome the program on behalf of the region. Vice Chancellor, I spent sleepless nights wondering how to rebuild the economy in this region. And with Professor Nantulia there, we have sat and thought, we have brainstormed until the brains didn't want to be stormed. You have given me now a new Ntanikwa, a new beginning. People of Butebo, we are building knowledge economy. We are building what? People of Bukedi, we are now building knowledge economy. People of Eastern Uganda, we are building knowledge economy. As a daughter, because I'm born in this district, it is one of the smallest districts in the country. We are new, I think among the newest. We don't have tourists, we don't have industries, So we are going to milk this university until it develops this economy. We are going to use this facility until it builds this district. And I want to assure you, Busitema, that you have my support. Full time. The rest of the support you know. But I'm going to spare time and come and teach. I will program and come and teach and be part of your faculty here. Now, some of you may not appreciate the Vice Chancellor and his team a lot. Vice President, when the Vice Chancellor approached me to support his trip to China, I really disturbed him. I rejected his travel several times. And I told him, I don't see value. And he insisted. Until we agreed that he must bring a result, an output from that travel. That's when I signed his permission to travel. So, Mr. Vice Chancellor, I want to thank you. I have seen the results. So, I am really happy, and I will give you less travel on future travels. I'll give you less problems. So when he came there, he had no choice but to come back with the sign name Oyo. Because he promised me that I'm coming back with a name Oyo. It is going to lead to development in the vision that is on your heart. So thank you so much with your team. My brothers and sisters, how many of you understand Lugwere? Ole kenchu semuntu muleko mu Lugwere. Ntumule Lugwere. Tumaite okuduude bintu. Tumaite okwate bintu nandini tubiteekama makulu. Naye banange kino kye tufunire zaabu. Naye zaabu yona okugitoola mu mugaso. Olina okugiteekamu amaani. Olina okugiwa ekitiibwa kyayo. Kubanga abantu tebamayite zaabu bajeemaaku n'ebitoosi. Nga tomayite niki? Ezaabu ogibitaka ono sambanga ng'ojeemera mu bitoosi. Naye nga tomayite oti kya mugaso kitya? Kikulu. Ensonga esooka tutwala ekiseera okutegeera omugaso gulya. Twaboogezyaku nga bakulembeze b'ekitundu okubasomesya kuba tumayite tutabantabamu. Mukiringirira awulingirire naye timumayite niki? Omugaso era muyinza okutategeera gye mufunira. Naye twakwiza tukole niki? Tubasomesye. Ekyokubiri, ekintu kino tukiwe ekitiibwa. Titwaba niiswe abasala masengenge, niiswe abaliisirya mu n'ente, niiswe abayiba ebyoma, niiswe abayiba mawaaya. Tete titwakola ekintu ekyo kubanga batuwa bayiza kunyiiga. Ntaka ekintu kino buli muntu okuzuuku Vice Chancellor. Chancellor yenadumula Lugwere. Batambulenge nga bakanta bantu bayiswa Butebo. Bayisame ekintu ekibabawaire niki? Ekitiibwa. Ntaka mwewale okuvoola ekintu kino ku social media. Mwewale naddala bavubuka. Mumayite nekye mutamayite kyonkyona okukyaminkirira. Ekintu kino swenswena tukitumule ku buli muntu ali eyale amanye nti abantu bano banirize niki ekintu kino tusuuka oti sukaali anirize ensoli oba nakasukaali yaire katontona katyantu ensoli gikola niki giza. Let me translate briefly. Telling the people here to be respectful of the facilities, to take time to appreciate the opportunities that have come, and to be very supportive of every program that is coming. But I was using a lot of words because I was using the local language. So I want to conclude once again by thanking our partners. You have given us invitations. We shall come. I have sons and daughters. You gave that extra offer. They are quite beautiful also and handsome. So we will do the exchange. But we are looking forward to a very long and very fruitful, dynamic, working relationship, which possibly will span beyond this facility or even the university. Science and technology is doing some other activities with the university on the different faculties, the different colleges. So you can also link us to other partners who can support, whom we can collaborate with to work on. One, we have agriculture, not very far from here. We are working to build the agro-industrial, the first agro-industrial science park in the country with Busitema University. We are also working with them to build the minerals research in the country. We are just beginning. So we will appreciate if you can link us to other partners we can collaborate with to develop this. Thank you so much for receiving us. Thank you, the staff of Busitema. There was a gentleman here speaking a lot of colonial English. Thank you, sir. Thank you, our media team. I think Butebo tusimbwire. Butebo tusimbwire. Banange tusimbwire. Tete titwaire nyuma. Twabe maiso. Amen. For God and my country, we are working to make Uganda the best. God bless.
This is a massive development for Butebo district and for the eastern region in general, because not only is it a university campus, but it is going to be a university campus with a difference, because it's going to be one of those that starts from the right approach, where education, especially in science, is geared towards a productive economy. It's geared towards production. So the training is going to be focused on helping the trainees identify medicines. How do you identify medicine? Skilling them with that. How do you work through and develop those medicines? How do you actually produce and manufacture those medicines? How do you test those medicines? So this is going to be the first campus, which is started purposefully with the curriculum aiming at that. And this is a very good beginning for us in the country, but for this community, given that it was really a community without a functional economy, we are going to look, because many medicines are natural therapeutics. Now, if we have a tree which people have been going in the field and picking and trying to make some medicines, and we test and prove that that tree actually has very good medicine, that will become the new cash crop which people grow and market, because there is now an industry which is converting it. So this campus is going to see a revolution in what people produce in this community. It's also going to build understanding, because when people receive something like this and they are not educated, they don't know, they can easily trample it. So we are going to have a very concentrated effort of community mobilization and education. One, children here have been dropping out in primary school. You recall primary exams were very poor because the children don't know where they are going. This is going to be a motivator. It's going to be like a star. Now, guiding children from primary school, they want to come to this campus. Not everybody will end up here, but it's going to be a very big motivation. The infusion of the elite coming to stay here is going to bring money. It's going to bring money in this economy, because people will receive salaries and they will spend it here. So we now need to mobilize the community to make sure that people are not going to Bali to buy things. They are buying from here, which means that the community will produce. So this is, for me, a startup for this community. And as one of the leaders, I'm really going to invest myself in this facility.
Honorable, mine is on, you said something on adding value. There's something, the concept that you talked of is adding on this.
Yes, you see, there is something in your phone that comes from sand. Musenyo, this is sand which we work on, which we use for building. But the price of your phone is different from the price of sand. Why? Because we added value. Now, how do we add value? We add value from ideas and knowledge. So that knowledge helps you to convert sand into a computer chip which goes into the phone. So for one truck of sand, I could make millions of dollars for the country by adding in knowledge, by adding in understanding, by adding in the research processes. Yet I could still bring that sand, dump it there for 35,000 here, which they use for building. So knowledge is very, very important. That is why now, in this phase of development, we are in the knowledge economy. You pick things which are of raw value, which are raw materials, and you convert them into high value goods by infusing in the knowledge that we know. So we are going to have a lot of scientists coming here, bringing their knowledge. So even the whole orientation of science now in the country has completely changed. It's not this science to enable consumption only. That is still good. You still need a good doctor. But it is no harm if I have a good doctor who uses a good medicine made here. Why should a good doctor trained in Uganda use medicine made in India or China? Why not use medicine made in Uganda? So we are adding on now. We call that the value chain development.
What someone would ask themselves, where do the staff who have been working at the PTC and the students be going now?
The functions of the PTC have been moved to other campuses in the region. So the staff have moved. However, we are going to maintain for a period of time the program of education. You know, there is now government policy that all our teachers should move those who are at certificate. We want to move them to degree level. So one of the programs which has been developed here is to support this region to make sure that our teachers move. So some of the tutors will continue in that program. We don't really have space to waste people because we don't have enough qualified people. So there will be no layoffs, no loss of jobs. The primary school is staying there. It is just going to be modernized so that it looks like a demonstration school. So it will become the best science primary school in the country because it is next to the best science campus in the country.
Honorable, how swift would this be to improve it?
I wish I could say it would be swift. Unfortunately, I cannot. So we are going, but we have started. We are today inaugurated this workshop. That workshop is going to help us put up some infrastructure, but also we are going to look at the essential infrastructure which we need, and the government will put in money. That infrastructure may not be very big storage buildings. For me, my primary is going to be, do we have the machines? Can we modify the labs to do the work that we want to do? And then as we develop, we will be able to develop the other big buildings. So the improvements, the essential improvements should be done to enable functionality, and then we will slowly as government, as you heard, because although this is in the Ministry of Education, because science, technology and innovation needs this human capital, we work with the Ministry of Education. That's why, for example, at the main campus, we supported the putting up of the lab. So we will support those parts which we require to develop science, technology and innovation. As the Ministry of Education also works to support the lecture rooms and all that. So it is going to be a concerted effort, but we are also going to work and look for other partners who can come in. I have a good feeling that this campus will develop very fast. 10 years, the nation as a nation will be in the upper middle income because of the efforts that we are putting in the development. We've just gone into the lower middle income, so we'll be shifting into the upper middle income. But 10 years from now, this community will be quite different. The demeanor of the people, the way they see themselves, primary school completion rates and pass rates are going to jump up. The infrastructure around is going to change very rapidly. But the industrial development, we have modeled on different university campuses. There is one in the UK where we are modeling, which was responsible for turning around the whole town, the university. So I am looking at the future here. There will be going to be industries here. There are going to be some pharmaceutical manufacturing here going on in the community here, and there is going to be a change in what they grow and sell, what they are using. Wealth is going to go up because they are going to move from subsistence to the money economy. I've already seen the demeanor of the people since we started PDM has changed. So as they get more value added now products, for example, one of the things we shall push is that cassava is not just for eating. Cassava is a big ingredient in pharmaceuticals. So you may grow cassava, but if you are selling cassava for people to eat, you sell it at 200 shillings. But if you're growing cassava for people to manufacture tablets, the price is different. So I see a lot of development. That road should be tarmac. That road will be tarmac. So there won't be dust here. That's my vision for here. And maybe I will be an old woman, but mentoring people here. Maybe I will be retired, but I will be here mentoring.